welcome to my channel. Well, Tobias sent me a video of a demolition ranch where they were shooting old padlocks. And they were shooting military padlocks, but they shot an old, huge Wells Fargo padlock that looked a lot like this. It's the same principle. These locks right here, now they're called lever locks, and to get it open on this one, you have to know where to hit it. You don't have to tension the bolt. This is almost kind of like the way a warded lock would work. Oh man, every time I go to do this, man, I can open it easily with the camera off, and as soon as I turn the camera on, it doesn't want to open. Locks like to do that, man, I tell you. If you ever think you want to get into lock sport, it's going to test your patience and your perseverance. And maybe your anger management also. Because I just opened this thing easily within 1 second with the camera off. And I said, all right, I'm ready to go. Let's start. And what happens? I can't open it. This tool right here is a Sparrow's American Lock Bypass tool. What I'm trying to hit is there's a bolt right here. And if you find the right spot, this thing will open pretty quickly. If you find the wrong spot, oh, there we go. That's the right spot. If you find the wrong spot, it'll act like it's going to open, but it's not. And it just pulls this bar back. Now, you look at this and you would think, all right, this thing's split open and everything. You should just be able to get in there and push on that. Wrong. This is an antique lock. Things were machined well and everything. So that cutout exactly fits that bolt. There's nothing sticking out on the outside. Even, like I said, even though it's split open and everything, I've yet to open it that way. And like I said, you can think you know what you're doing. That should be it. I already demonstrated. I don't know why I keep doing this. But anyway, I'm not going to waste my time because I did another video and it took me 20 minutes to show you how to open that and demonstrate everything else. All right, so this is a Corbin 6 lever lock. So let's see what a lever lock looks like. There are your levers, all right? And they're cut out. Each one is cut out in a different position. And so the key has to be lined up. The key would look something like that. All those things are lined up, and when they're lined up, the very bottom one is the one that actually allows you to move the bolt. So once you get all these, you could consider these like wardings or whatever, but they're actually just levers. On the other one, you might want to consider it a warding, because only one thing has to be manipulated. Get all this. I shot some Houdini in here earlier. Oh, I don't want to lose that. All right. So when you get all these guys lined up, then it allows this whole plate to move. See, this whole bottom plate here. Let me zoom in a little bit. And when this whole plate moves to the right, this lock will open. Of course, it's not going to do that now. See, to get this one, you couldn't just manipulate. This is the bolt right here. You couldn't just manipulate the bolt, because you'd be trying to pull it back, but if this is like this, it's not going to go back. It's a mechanical, you know, it's a lock. Everything's got to be in just the right position for it to work. So let's take that last one out. And then there you can see, there's the mechanism. Of course, you would need something longer than this. You'd need one tension in this, putting pressure on this like this. And then you'd need another lever that's probably not this. You need it probably narrower than this. You want it the same size as the lever, because when you're pushing on, you only want to push on the lever you're working on. And what you would do is, kind of not need to be an octopus. You got to have something tensioning the bolt. You can tension it there, or if you had access up here, you could tension here, but you'd have to tension it down here on this one. And then you start manipulating these levers, and it's kind of like a pin tumbler. When you get one of them lined up, it'll shift a little bit and grab that by that ledge there. It'll hang it, but it won't open because the other ones are still in the way. But it'll kind of like hang on that edge there. This post doesn't move. It's the stuff. See, that post does move. Sorry, I'm remembering all this stuff. But yeah, this is a whole base plate right here, and that cutout and this cutout basically allows these to move. Go back to 1X. Let's take this last guy off again. And when this whole thing goes that way, the lock will pop. But that whole thing can't move unless those levers are in the way. Now, lined up. Now this one, like I said, is different. All these other little plates and stuff are just in the way. They don't have to be. They're not levered. I guess you would call this might not be a lever lock. I don't know. I'm levering something. I told myself not to keep trying to do this, because that's how the other one wound up being 20 minutes long. I'd open it and then I'd say, "See how easy it is?" And I'd try to open it again and I couldn't open it. Not unless I turn the camera off. Oh, that goes. There we go. You get it just right and it pops easily on this one. And that's what I liked old locks, is because I didn't know how they work. I didn't know what was going on with them, But that's it, basically. These other things act as obstructions. Pop. When you get it right, they pop right open. And you can see there's kind of like some levers right down there. And with the lock open, a lot of times you can just manipulate around and see if you can get it, if you can find which one is a special one. And then it's a matter of knowing, should I go all the way down and try to get this guy, or should I go up? And yeah, and each one is different. It's a challenge. But there you go. I just thought I'd show you some old style locks, and sometimes these things can be harder to get into than new style locks, especially if you have never dealt with them before. So there, I cut that one, the length of this one down a little bit for you. If you're gonna pick locks, remember, only pick your own locks or locks that you've been given permission to pick, because otherwise, then you're doing something illegal, and we don't want anything illegal in lock sport. It's just a challenge, you know. It's not, you're not a budding burglar or whatever. So anyways, there you go. Like I said, most burglars won't take the time to learn this stuff. They're gonna get a cut-off wheel or something. It's just bronze, and bzz, problem solved. So there you go. But if you do like a challenge, it's gonna test your patience and your persistence, and also your anger management. How well can you handle frustration? Because, man, sometimes I've wanted to throw locks across the room. You know, like, ah! Anyways, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.